Okay, so we're back, and Jimmy DeLuca just got off the phone with me. Just to remind everyone, he's our fictional client that I have going on 3 months now, and he's a little more advanced. So he just got off the phone. He said, I got about 20 minutes before I got to go to work. I'm working a night work. Myself, I'm actually going to do a flesh exercise to illustrate what I told him over the phone. And it says I'm playing soccer. I am not playing soccer, but I'm using this as a stopwatch. And this watch was $50 on Amazon. It's a tool, that's all it is. And being that I'm on my phone recording this flesh exercise session, I got this high-tech stuff called an envelope that I ripped up with my son's least favorite color, Rogue Red, because it's a cross between pink and red, and he ain't really using it all that much. And we have our back-to-school supplies together because it's August, early August, but still, I'll be in August. So I wrote down all my exercises that I'm going to go through, and we're going to use Jimmy as our test subject because I am Code Red Training. I'm Coach Chris, and we train first responders around real life. I made a video a few months back saying that all you need is one kettlebell to get started. That's it, and a home bike. Or if you don't have a home bike, go outside and walk. We're not doing cardio right now. We're only doing kettlebells. But I myself got a second 50-pound kettlebell today, and Jimmy has been my client for 3 months. So we're going to start with Jimmy using, well, he's going to have two 35-pound kettlebells instead of two 50-pound kettlebells. But I want to play with my new toy. So we're going to do RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. Now, just to preface, we're pressed for time. So what we're going to do is we're going to do one set, every muscle group in the body, and then we're going to go to work. And I'm already 2 minutes into this video, so we got to wrap this SH poop up, right? So RDLs, working the legs. Bells are close to the feet. We're not rocking on our balls of our feet. We're not doing on our heels as well. We're just trying to evenly have the feet on the ground, ass out, chest out. Okay. You should be feeling it in your hamstrings more than your back because you're lifting with your glutes. You don't want to round your back when you go down. Ooh, that was good. I counted 10. We're going to call that 10. Normally I write this in a Samsung note. I'm writing it on an envelope. That felt good. But we're pressed for time. So we're moving on. 10 reps. Overhead tricep standing extension. Okay, so now we're moving on to the triceps. This one, we're only going to take, Jimmy's only taking his 35-pound kettlebell. Again, I'm playing with my new toy. Taking my 50-pound kettlebell. And we're doing as many as we can. Leaving 1 or 2 in the tank so he can go be a paramedic for the Philadelphia Fire Department in Kensington section. Okay.
Please see you tomorrow. Will you come in quiet?
Wow. Oh, we're back. Okay, so that was about 5 minutes. We'll call it 6. round up. I said I was going to do this in one take, or at least I think I did. If not, I thought I was going to do this in one take, but my wife was going to bed, and I want to be a good family man. So that's what Code Red training is, working through this. So we're at 6 minutes. Our case study, Jimmy DeLuca, he's got roughly 9 minutes to go because we're trying to do this flush within 15 minutes before he goes to work. So we left off at standing overhead tricep extensions with, in his case, a 35-pound kettlebell. I'm using a 50 because I want to play with my new toys. So you did 22 reps. Okay. And when I have a client, I want them to tell me how many reps they do and what weight they do, so we can have the litness and see what's working, what's not working, and keep it moving. All right, now we're going to do bent over the bench rows. Now, if you don't have a bench, let's get it. We're doing this in one shot. Well, two, but everybody has a sofa, presumably, right? You can mimic that by doing this, right? But like I said before, and you'll see after this exercise, Jimmy listened to Coach Chris and got a bench. So he has a bench. We're going to do bent over rows, working that back with my new kettlebell, or Jimmy DeLuca rather. There you go. Okay, make sure my back is cool. I'm using the camera actually as the mirror. So this is 11 reps. I leave something in the tank because I need to function as a medic, right? And then I have to match that on my non-dominant side. So I'm a right-handed person. Well, technically I was a left-handed person, but then I became a right-handed person because I thought life would be easier in the 90s. That's a story for another video, maybe. I don't know. So 11 on the left. Cool. So that was 11 on each side. That's nice. I feel a little burn. We're only doing one set because we're pressed for time. He did, now to clarify, I don't think I clarified. In prior videos, my case study is this fictional client, Jimmy DeLuca, 34-year-old paramedic, divorcee, has a new girlfriend that's an LPN, blah, blah, blah. Right. He's doing 2 full-body progressive overload sessions. So when he called for the check-in, he did 1 progressive session. This is now the flush session. So the flush, what do I mean by flush? 1 exercise per muscle group, getting the blood flow going and trying to get some strength and recovery. It's all one big moving machine. So we're not actually trying to hit PRs per se, but we want to get a good stimulus and get the blood moving and be functional at work. Okay, bent over rows. 11 reps for each side. Cool. So we're going to do, because he invested the $50 to $80 for a bench, he can now do my favorite, incline chest press. I don't know how this is going to look on camera because I'm essentially one-shotting this and we're doing this from one angle. And my phone is my camera. Not cool like Sam Sulik, at least not yet. I like that double kettlebell versus the unilateral. That was cool. That was cool. I think that was 11. I'll rewatch it in the edit, but I'd rather err on the side of not and say it's 10. Let me get back into focus. Oh, that one was the good one. That was good. All right. Hammer curls. Hammer curls. Hold on. I have a thought. I'm laughing because I'm getting the baby's, what is this? 5-pound kettlebell, right? Because I'm trying to illustrate. I want to teach. Hammer curls. How do you hold a hammer? Right? Same thing, but in reverse. We're not swinging down. We're swinging up. Swinging up. Swinging up. Swinging up. Right? Now let's multiply this by 10. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, I can't really do this. Nope. Come on. There's 5 shitty ones. Oh. Okay, let's explain what I actually did. Struggling with the 50s, right? Caught that on camera. That's probably going to be on a few kitchen tables at a few stations, and I'm going to be the new mock of the town. I really don't give a fuck. So, we'll call this hammer curl 50-pound. So we're going to call it 5 reps. I'm putting RS for, well, I guess it would be SR, shitty reps, right? And then we downgrade to 35 times 2, 10 reps. So what do we do in the case of Jimmy DeLuca? We would adapt. So I would do an assisted one. Oh, I can't do it. Bring it up for them last couple ones. Right. And then, okay, you got your 5 shitty reps, right? Put the kettlebells down. You know, let me get the 5-pound to show more illustrative. All right, I can't do it. So I'm grabbing the wrist and doing it. 1, 2, cool. 1, 2. So you're struggling, but we're still getting through it. This kind of delves into the realm of heavy duty, but we're really not trying to go there right before going to work. So what's the motive there? All right. We're going a little over time. We're at 11 minutes now. The method, all right, we'll try to keep this under 20 for sure, because he only has 20 minutes. All right. We only have to do one more exercise. But the methodology, I'm also teaching while I'm actually exercising. Okay. We want to have a growth stimulus. And if we have to go to failure, we will. But we really don't want to push going to failure if we're going into work and we're going to be lifting God knows who, God knows what, God knows how many calls. I picked the busiest station in the city because that's the worst case scenario in terms of call volume. You know, you're doing 14 calls on a 10-hour shift. You're doing the better part of 16 to 18 on a 14-hour night work, you know? And it's always 11 hours and 15, 16 hours, depending on who's relieving you. If it's getting downgraded to a firefighter that's coming in, I'm so sorry, I'm coming in from Center City. I have to stop at the gym first because I didn't know I was coming in. That kind of shit. I know. Yeah, so you don't want to burn yourself out. Now, final exercise. We're doing the high row pull. What's the high row pull? Let me get my kid's kettlebell. All right, high row pull. What I like to call is the high row pull is I like to hold the kettlebell with both hands like this, and we're holding it like by the belly button. We're pulling it. I'm being over exaggeratory right now. It's a show, and I want to feel it in my shoulders when I pull high. All right, one set. Let's get this done. Let's put our uniform on. Let's smell like Coolo going to work. Who gives a shit? Let's go. Oh, shit. Okay. That was 12. That finishes our workout. Put that in my notes for later on my phone. Closing thoughts. All right. That's a good stimulus. It's under 20 minutes. Try to do 15. We're at the 14-minute mark now. We did 5 minutes before. I said goodnight to my wife. Yada, yada. But I'm Chris. This is Code Red Training. And this is we're calling this a progressive flush because I feel this one. So if you want to hire me as your coach, I can do remote coaching. Email me at coderedtrainingofficial@gmail.com or DM me on social media. Thank you. Have a blessed day. I am out.